Let us start with the introduction of the very first chapter of your current year, that is the second PUC year. Now, here we are looking at the very first chapter, relations and functions. All right. Now, to introduce you to this particular chapter, it's a continuation of last year's sets and relations, what you had learned. Okay. Now, here we are going to continue that to functions. Now, when we talk about relation, in this chapter, you are going to learn about what is a relation, types of relation, like you have one to one, you have on to, different types are there. You're going to learn about different types of relation. Okay. And then once you start further doing more and more, then you're going to understand about how a relation exists between two different functions. Okay. That is where you're going to get introduced to the concept of functions. And once you have the concept of functions, different types of functions. Okay, you have onto function, you have surjective basically, and you have bijective functions. There are different types of functions. You are going to understand about different types of functions. Okay, and graphs of certain types, which you have learned last year, basics part of it. This year also, you're going to learn about different types. Like if you have exponential function, if you have logarithmic, trigonometric, how you are going to plot the graph of such functions. Fine. The last part of the chapter, we are going to understand about what is an inverse of a function. Now, it's a very important concept because the next chapter is going to deal with inverse. So, what is an inverse of a function, and how do we describe inverse of a function? You are going to understand about all these things. Of course, you have problems based on how you are going to find the inverse. So these topics, whatever we have discussed, relations, types of relation, functions and types of functions, and inverse of a function. This is an overall of what you are going to learn in this particular chapter, that is relations and functions.